What up, guys? CP the Tool Addict. Woo! We got the February flyer. Pump up your diagnostics. All right, so if you're here and you're here to watch the Snap-on flyer, and I hope you understand Snap-on diagnostics. There's so many people that blatantly talk about Snap-on diagnostics. Well, you know what? Let's get into the video. We'll talk about it for a little bit. We're not going to try to roll on it really hard, but let's get into it and talk about it in the video. All right, let's go. All right, so I'm going to give you a quick little tidbit about Snap-on scan tools. Yes. Hold on a second, guys. Please give me a like, give me a subscribe, ring that bell. I appreciate you guys as always. Appreciate you guys coming back to this video. I just don't say that enough, so I figured I'd throw that in here quick. Sorry for the interruption. Back to the program. They're expensive. Yes, they're not for everybody, and yes, they are for professionals. That means that if you do not understand Snap-on diagnostics, there's probably a good chance that you probably should stick with a entry-level scan tool. And I'm not saying that to be mean. I'm saying that you need to learn systems and learn how to do things. Snap-on diagnostics are very, very useful, especially in a shop environment, because simply the fact is they have a lot of features that are very shop supportive. They scan and pre and post scan cars on the Zeus Plus. And the code assist that they have is pretty good. There's a lot of features and benefits to the Snap-on scan tool that a lot of people don't understand. It's Windows based. That's another big one. The scope. There's so many things I could go over. Is it for a regular mechanic to buy? No, it's not. It's a shop tool. It's a shop tool, or it's somebody who is above. They just want to go above and beyond. Snap-on does phenomenal on domestic stuff. I will tell you this much right now. Use the Snap-on scan tool enough to understand that I would love to have one myself, but it also requires the extra income and ability to make the money to pay for it. So just remember, before you knee-jerk reaction and say Snap-on scan tools suck, they actually don't. And you'll see a lot of the good professional guys have Snap-on scan tools. A lot of the very top level diagnostic guys. Scanner Danner. These are guys that are even smarter than any of your Snap-on dealers and most of the guys that you see out there, especially some of the guys that you see that say that Snap-on scan tools suck. They have no idea what they're talking about. I'm sorry, it's the truth. If you don't like it, I don't know what to tell you. You have to realize these things. They just are what they are. Alright, let's move right along, because I guess I should have moved into this when I said, but SureTrack, expert information, codes, data, functional test, PID triggers. The PID triggers are also a big deal too. Those are things that activate an actuation test that are just needed. The 2-channel high-speed lab scope, cable-specific OEM TSBs, service resets and relearns that are better, fast track guided component tests. Those are also something that you will not find on a lot of Autel scan tools, so they can help you diagnose faster. Trust me, the Zeus Plus is a great scan tool. It's just not in the price range of anybody that can't afford it. That's all there is to it. I really need to. People don't understand that. I think a lot of Snap-on dealers market it wrong by telling them, oh, the Snap-on scan tool is great. But they shouldn't be talking to a normal technician. I mean, you really have to have an above average knowledge of diagnostics to understand a Snap-on scan tool. And I could back that up all day long with a lot of people out there. There's a lot of people that understand this. So I'll just move along on that. The best thing for you to do is just say, hey, I don't want to buy the Snap-on scan tool. I see it all the time, knee-jerk comments. I don't know. It's annoying to me. It just is. All right, moving right along here. We've got a fully organized bit set for $1,000. Yeah, Torx bits, triple squares, drivers, hex bits, and then the good old Blue Point set for $481. Pretty standard set there. We got some files We got some other stuff we're going to talk about in here too, besides what's in the flyer. Got some new tools. Soft grip files for $210 and $124.65. We have 6-piece soft grip mini file set for $105. We have a 3-piece striking scraper set for $134. A glue acrylic scraper for $12.15. If you didn't find anything for under $20, right here. Non-marring large scraper for $13.39. Don't say there ain't nothing for under $20, boys. You just got called out. And then we got a 12-piece Swiss pattern miniature file set, $234, and then a regular chisel set, $117.73. We got a creeper non-contact test light, or non-grounding wireless test light. Say that right, CP. $75, $95. Kind of a waste of money. You can buy those actually off Amazon for like $30. They're pretty much the exact same thing. And they're not that great. They have their place, don't get me wrong, but they are not a good test light to use every day. I don't recommend them. $341 for a snap-on creeper. And then we have a weighted fender cover, $87.99. And of course, a master fuel pressure tester set, which I will tell you, $720. I would not buy the Snap-on because they have Chinese hoses. Well, Snap-on can talk about all the great things they want. The Snap-on dealers can babble about all the great things they want, but they cheapen out on the hoses on those. And just like there are leads on their electrical testing units, too, they cheapen out on them. They should have went to Fluke. Anyways, moving right along here, $82.65 for the long-nose cutters. And then we have the 8-inch high leverage for $62.26. Sorry, I got to keep zooming in. I can't see this. I'm getting old blind, I guess. We have $53.78 for the 7-inch diagonal cutters. 5-inch diagonals for $38. $52 for the 6-inch diagonals. And then we have the 4-inch diagonals for $45.45. And of course the Blue Point, which I always say, advocate, do not buy the Blue Point. Waste of money. I can't even tell the price on that. It's like looks like $117 and $142. Not worth the money. Anyway, you look at it. We got some cordless tools. $90 trade-ins on the 18 volts. Die grinder, 80 volt. That's, how much is that? $561. Lord almighty, that's a lot of money. Even I have my limits, ladies and gentlemen, and these are my limits. $716 for this Monster Lithium die grinder. You know, I have a DeWalt, and I think it'll eat that thing's lunch all day. We have a straight die grinder for $645. Down here we have some mini die grinders for a whopping $350 and $255. Very nice grinders, half horse and third horse, but you know, I'll keep that $35 and $45 trade in there for the ones I got. All right, moving right along, we have some Snips, more Blue Point stuff. Really kind of self-explanatory. Aviation Snips, $32. $151 for the battery, or for the door hinge removal set. 5-piece door and trim tool set. 4-piece spot weld cutter set. Those are nice. Metric thread setter, $270. Yeah. Of course, we have a little eye candy for you today. This young lady, she's I think she must have failed at OnlyFans and decided she was going to try her luck at being a Snap-on dealer. I'm kind of getting tired of seeing her. I used to think it was funny and cute at first, but now she just looks like a trick to me on a tool truck. So, yeah, not a big fan of the Master Series Toolbox, but if you know, you know. Then, of course, they have their Arctic Silver Master Series out on special this month, 54-inch, 10-drawer, double bank Master Series. You know, I don't know what the prices are on them because they don't really tell you, because it's always a secret, because it's just like a used car salesman when you go to buy a tool. All right, let's get into the new tools here. 14.4 micro lithium soldering iron, $334.95. Yeah, I'm not really sold on that. I don't know if these were new this year. Were they new this month or last? Did I miss these last month? I believe these are new this month. I don't have a date on these. Oh yeah, February 2024. Look at the big red line on the side there, CP. I don't know. I just get these stuff sent to me when guys want me to review them, and they send it to me, so it's pretty cool. Anyways, 1,000 lumen. The soldering irons. It says that this one goes up to 750 degrees, which I don't find to be hot enough. I want something to be up 1,200, especially for bigger gauged wires. Sometimes you have to, you know, if you're doing a battery cable, you know, which I guess technically, I guess I should be breaking out a MAP gas torch anyways to do that. But long story short, I think this is 334. I think I'll save my money. 1,000 lumen slim flexible work light for $169.95. Pretty nice lumen count there. Looks like a pretty nice light. 350 lumen for 7 hours. 1,000 for more than 2 hours. And it's rechargeable. Heavy duty short barrel air hammer at 3,500 BPM. That's a pretty bold claim at 3,500. $509.95. Now this is the PH 3045A. The 3050 is the big boy. So don't get those confused if you're going on the Snap-on truck looking for one. They are nice air hammers. Got a good variable speed trigger, so that's always a pleasantry. But it is a lot of it's a little bit of coin. I took some random pictures that I found on the internet. This is a pretty cool gaming station that one of the dealers was giving away. Pretty sweet. I also looked at this, or took a picture, or snapped a picture of this toolbox. This is kind of the setup I wanted to get. I'll be honest with you, and this is partially what I wanted. What that I priced out that was over $50,000 with 2 side lockers on it. And with 2 side lockers in this setup right here is pretty pricey. Technically, I wanted the littler deal, but I wanted a top box on there, kind of an 84-inch. But just to give you a general idea of what something like that goes for, this setup with 2 side lockers was right around just above $50,000. But it is, however, what I like. The long doors over here. Then you got 3 long doors. I want a very long door dependent setup box. It's not for everybody. The price is extremely high, and that's the thing about Snap-on is if it's not in your budget, it's not in your budget. That's all there is to it. I understand people like to complain, but how about we just stop complaining and just say, look, I'm not interested and it's not in my budget. That's usually what I see. If I see a Ferrari, that's not in my budget. You know, I don't really complain about the price of it. I'm like, geez, you know. But anyways, then we seen the blue 14.4 brushless. I was surprised they didn't have a halo light on these ratchets. Kind of interesting. That kind of was something that I thought the 14.4s were going to have a halo light like the 3.8. So yeah, that was kind of I don't know. You guys let me know in the comment box what you think about it. The blue looks pretty nice. Obviously, the gray and the green look nice, but yeah, I was kind of disappointed to see that Snap-on came out with those and didn't put a halo light on the 14.4. Then we had a little, I seen a little picture of some snapback right here. We were just talking about this the other night. The MTG 2500 graphing scan tool was the first scan tool I bought. Now, the MT 2500 came out in 1988, I believe it was, when that scan tool came out. And then 96 was this, the Vantage. And then they came out with this one. And consequently, in 2001, they came out with the Modus. Really screwed the dealers on these. And I picked that scan tool up, the MT 2500. I traded in my old MT 2500 for the graphing, and I still have this today. Someday I might break this out because it is a really good scan tool for OBD1. And then last but not least, here's a beautiful picture of one of the ratcheting screwdriver sets that are extremely expensive, but nonetheless, they do have a nice little piece in there. You can buy these bits individually, and if you see down here where it says miscellaneous in the center there, right there, there's a valve core bit. Let me see if it'll focus in there. There's a valve core bit. I highly recommend you get that, and it works fantastic for your screwdriver. So that's why I wanted to show you this set. But yeah, these sets have been around, but they're nice. But I think they're like $200 or $300. Honestly, kind of not worth it in my opinion. As little as I use ratcheting screwdrivers. But anyways, guys, that's the video for you. The Snap-on Flyer. Remember, like, comment, share, subscribe, ring that bell. Remember, keep your hands dirty and your money clean. Thanks for watching.